everyone, welcome to This Day. It's Tuesday, August 20th. I'm Bree Cox-Kennedy, and if you've missed the last couple of episodes, I am Michael Taylor's new co-host. I'm super excited to be here with you. On today's show, Michael will be sitting down and talking with Siobhan Foster, who's going to be giving you a village management services update. So lots of valuable information that you're going to need to know about, so stay tuned for that. And then later in the show, he's going to be sitting down with the History Center with Gail Dixon and Dorothy Pacella. But first, we want to keep you informed. Did you know that Laguna Woods Village is turning 60 years old? Definitely something to celebrate, so come join the anniversary celebration. It'll be taking place Monday, September 9th at Clubhouse 2 from 5 to 7:30 p.m. There's going to be lots of special guests, fun giveaways, and the Woods combo and more. Memorial Care will actually be joining with their free swag and healthy treats. Who doesn't love a good swag? There's also going to be complimentary shuttle service from 4:30 to 8 p.m. to and from Clubhouse 7. So make sure you come join the fun. Let's take a look at our weather, folks. It's going to be a very hot one today. We're looking at a high of about 90 degrees. So make sure if you're out and about, take your water, your sunscreen, your hat, anything you need to keep those harmful UV rays at bay. The rest of the week looks absolutely beautiful. We've got temperatures ranging from the high 70s, mid to high 80s also. So a beautiful summer week in store for you. Get out there and enjoy it. Next up is our sunrise sunset segment. Look at that gorgeous photo sent in by Ben Givens. We want to thank Ben for sending us that photo. Sunrise this morning was at 6:17 a.m. and sunset will be at 7:30. If you would like to send us your photo, we'd love to have it. Please email that photo to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Don't forget to include your name, the location where the photo was taken, and if you can remember, folks, please send it in a horizontal format. Next up, we've got a couple meetings to tell you about, and when we come back from the break, we'll be sitting down with Michael and Siobhan for that VMS update. Stay tuned.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We cook, we clean, we listen, we help, we care. And that's why we create customized care plans to enable every senior to maintain their independence. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
And thank you, Bree, for taking over my opening duties this morning. I appreciate it. I just got to sit here and enjoy the show. I want to welcome to the program Village Management Services CEO Siobhan Foster. Thanks for joining us, as always, with your monthly update.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. the thing that I know you're an adamant watcher of our television show, so you saw me do the preview of the opening of the clubhouse the other day. I was in the pool, I was in the club, and it looks fantastic. It looks great, and things are on schedule, I understand.
It is, and I just wanted to go over the timeline with you this morning.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So again, the project remains on budget and on schedule, and our tentative timeline is a September 3rd recreation will begin moving in, and that takes some time to get everybody back
everything
in.
had to get moved out, so now you got to move everything, plug everything in, set everything where it has to go.
Right, and so we're shooting for a September 16th soft reopening, and this will give us a chance to troubleshoot and take care of anything that we may have missed. The pool may reopen sooner. It's been replastered, and we're just waiting for county approval. And then the grand reopening event will be in October at a date to be determined.
Okay.
And so again, you can watch the August 10th ThisDay to see the preview that Michael was just alluding to.
That's right, August 10th, we did a real fun preview. It was real great to walk around. The pool was not finished with plastering, so that's great. And they also did repiping in there, so the filtration is going to be a lot better too, which
That's
I understand. So lots of great improvements there, and it looks fantastic. So folks, if you want to see that segment, go ahead and take a look at that one. But it really looks amazing. And I know we had some pictures of the remodel up there as well.
We just wanted to share the pictures. We have the lounge that now has more efficient LED lighting, new doors, paint, new flooring, and so forth. The ballroom.
I love those chandeliers, by the way. Those chandeliers are really cool. They put in the main ballroom.
Yes, the new chandeliers. They're, again, energy efficient. And then the locker rooms have been redone. This is a great upgrade from what we had. New LED lighting, new fixtures, tile work, and so forth. And in the middle of the screen is the new fireplace.
And we saw this. I saw some of the slate that they're putting on around that, and that's gorgeous too. So really, it's such a great update in the whole place, and it looks amazing from what I saw. But like you said, there's always little tweaks here and there. So it's going to that soft opening that you're shooting for. There's going to be little things, little fixes, because it's such a massive project, right?
Right, exactly.
Now we also have lots of celebrations going on. 60 years. We had a little preview from Bree earlier, but now 60-year celebration. Take us through that.
Sure. So again, it's going to be low key, but we want to celebrate the 60th anniversary, and that'll take place on Monday, September 9th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at Clubhouse 2, front and back patios, the ballroom, the lawn. There'll be music from the Woods Combo, giveaways, food options, clubhouse displays. Listed on the screen are many of the special guests: the Laguna Woods History Center, Foundation of Laguna Woods,
Right.
Village Community Fund, Thrive, GRF United, and Third Mutual boards, as well as Mutual 50 board.
Pretty much everybody with a relationship with the village over the years is going to be there, right?
Right. And then the Molten Museum will be there as well. So
That's terrific. And that disaster preparedness, they're coming with an earthquake machine where you get to go in there and sample what a 3.2 feels like, that kind of thing, I heard. So I don't know if I want to get knocked around like that, but it sounds fun for somebody, not me.
Sure. And then as Bree
even more.
as Bree mentioned, there'll be food available at GRF no-host bar. Memorial Care will join with various items, as well as a health insurance and Medicare expert to answer questions. Seating is limited, lawn chairs are welcome, so come on out.
That doesn't sound that low-key. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. We got some other updates for these that's going on, and want to talk about what we have to save the dates for DPTF.
Yes, the Disaster Preparedness Task Force has 2 events coming up. One is on Tuesday, October 8th. Residents are encouraged to participate in the Security Services and Task Force Expo. This will take place in Clubhouse 5. There'll be vendors, experience an earthquake simulator, as you mentioned, find disaster preparedness supplies, and discover additional resources. And then on Thursday, October 17th, is the statewide Great Shakeout Earthquake Drill, and this takes place at 10:17. And we encourage residents to prepare for a disaster by identifying drop cover and hold locations, inventorying personal emergency supplies, updating emergency contact information with friends and family. And there's a website that you can visit, shakeout.org/California, for more information.
That's one of those things that a lot of people, we think about, but we don't always prepared for. And I know that it's like, hey, on a major earthquake, shelter in place for 2 days before you can expect services. So it's one of those things that people really should be aware of what they need around the house. So that's an important one.
Exactly, and we've had some small earthquakes recently.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
always a
good
reminder when
yes.
the place starts shaking. Where's my water at?
Exactly.
Gate entry, you guys are doing have a great system to simplify in and out, right?
Yes, we're just reminding residents that RFIDs are available. With the RFID decal, you can pull up within 2 feet of any resident lane gate arm to trigger the lift. RF decals are available from resident services and cost $25 per vehicle and are valid as long as the vehicle is owned. And again, that your contact is resident services. You can make an appointment or come in with your valid registration and get your RFD.
Yeah, take those little extra steps, make your life easier on the in and out of the gates. That's a great one.
Yes.
Kudos cards.
Yes.
Here we go.
Kudos cards are a great way for residents to acknowledge VMS staff who've provided excellent customer service, who have gone above and beyond their regular duties. Kudos cards are available at clubhouse offices, the community center concierge desk, and you can return them to the same locations. Or you can do them electronically by emailing info@vmsinc.org. And these kudos cards are shared with the employees, as well as put in the employee newsletter for all of our employees to see and celebrate.
And that's really a great way to do that. My sister works for American Airlines, and they have a kind of the same system where if somebody gets great service, they'll put a note in. And she gets so excited, somebody put a note in on what I did for them on the airplane. So it really does make a difference. I know it takes a second to do that, but the employees really do get a lot out of that. Like, wow, somebody appreciates me.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, for sure. It's really great. I'm glad you guys are doing that. ITAC ERP update. That's a lot of acronyms going on there.
So the Enterprise Resource Planning System is our new automation system, and phase 1 is on schedule for September completion. And this includes integration of the core modules such as financial and inventory management. And we're undergoing comprehensive user training to ensure a smooth transition. And currently staff is in the midst of a practice go live that tests all the system functionality. And again, we hope to be live September 1st.
September 1st, that's the date. And it's looking like it's going that direction,
Yes,
pretty much?
yes.
Fantastic.
And then there are 2 more phases 2 and 3. And that's what the ITAC committee is focusing on now, prioritizing those functionalities and figuring out how best to fund the rest of the project.
A lot of work behind the scenes going on there. We have a zoning hearing that people are interested in talking. We'll talk about that, what's going on with the city and zoning.
Sure, the city is updating its general plan and its zoning code. This follows the update of its housing element. And so there'll be a public hearing on Wednesday, August 21st at 2 p.m. in the city council chambers on the general plan and zoning code hearing. And this only involves one corporation-owned property, and that's GRF Garden Center 1 on Moulton Parkway. And in 2003, this had been assigned a land use designation of housing to meet the city's then obligations under state law. Now that the new general plan element has been done, the city is no longer relying on that designation, so it can be rezoned to open space recreation to match what the other garden center here is zoned for. So that's the only property involved.
So a little peace of mind in knowing that that's not going to be housing anymore, even though the city really wasn't acting on that, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
well, great. All right, well, this time next month, we'll have a party under our belt, I think.
That's
so
true.
It'll be great. We'll have a little update on that. Thank you so much, Yvonne Foster, CEO for Village Management Services, for coming and giving us this update today. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. When we come up, we'll be hearing from the folks from the History Center. All sorts of celebrations coming. Stay tuned.
Today's retirement is different. It's time to write new chapters in our life stories. To hit the open road in search of new horizons and fresh faces. Grand adventures or simple pleasures. It's not the final chapter in the book of life, but rather a new beginning, a second act.
And welcome back. Hey, it's time for a 60th anniversary celebration. Laguna Woods Old Leisure World is turning 60, and folks who are being part of that is the folks over at the Laguna Woods History Center. I want to welcome Gail Dixon and Dorothy Pacella back to the program. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So the 60th anniversary, what are you excited about? What's the things that get you most excited about this whole celebration? Finally that it's here?
that it's already been 60 years. Time flies when everybody's having fun, I guess, but it's remarkable that the village has been here that long and been home to so many people over the years.
And when it opened back 60 years ago, it was kind of a real new concept in retirement living, right?
Correct.
It was. We had a group of Swedes come over and tour the place to find out how we did it. And
yes, you were a marvel around the world,
Absolutely.
an international sensation.
Seriously, yes,
yeah,
you're right.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it was a whole different departure from how people
Exactly.
retired in terms of that. So
And for
there's
the
a picture
opening-
of the ribbon cutting there that we have up on the screen there.
Right.
The other thing that's important too is that when we were first conceived, this was dirt. This was a ranch. We had cattle
It was
and
farmland.
sheep and cowboys, and
Yeah.
it was a hoot. And so our founder, Ross Cortese, was the visionary in terms of really what we came to be. And this is what developed over the 20 years that it took to build. But today, this is our 60th.
Yeah, and these communities have sprung up across the country too. There's dozens of them, and so
That's right.
it definitely has shown its success. And the proving ground was right here with all the amenities and
Absolutely.
everything happened here. You guys have an exhibit right now about the building of
Yes.
this community that's going to be closing soon, but people can still take a look at that, right?
Exactly. It'll be up through August 28th. And we have things like, we have a whole set of phone books from the beginning through the current, so we have a few of those on display. We have a pink Princess telephone, just kind of jog people's memories back for a few years.
And there's also a floor plan shot that I think is kind of cool that you guys brought in. It's kind of just shows like, hey, here's what living was like. Here's what living could be like here.
Right.
And it's kind of and the little art above it is kind of a really neat, like a very
Isn't it?
typical
60s.
quintessential 60s kind of art
Exactly.
drawing.
And we do actually have some photos of interiors from then, and it's kind of intriguing to jogs your memory back to a few years ago, right, Dorothy?
So the new exhibit, tell us about what the new exhibit is going to be all about. Is it all about the 60th anniversary and all that?
It's actually going from the first move-ins all the way through the 60 years.
Okay, wow.
And we had a 10th anniversary where Dale Evans was the Grand Marshal of the parade, and the parade went up Aragon and around out where Gate 3 is. And it was a big deal, and you'd see crowds of people, and everybody came out to watch the parade, and they had like an elephant one year, and they had stagecoaches.
That's hilarious. That's so fun. Another thing that was kind of cool is we got a dining room shot. I want to show that dining room shot. And you guys brought a plate.
We
on there. I don't
did.
know if the camera will see it very well, but there's a Leisure World logo on the plate right there at the top. And that is so cool that you have that plate here for us to see. And so what is that? Was that in all the dining rooms? They have these plates?
That was actually Clubhouse 1,
Okay.
and it's Franciscan ware.
Franciscan ware.
Right, Leisure World.
Finest.
The finest of
contracted
Franciscan
with-
wear,
right,
whatever
right.
that might be.
Yes, exactly.
It's important.
Exactly. And we have many plates and place settings and so forth. So we have some of those on display, which we'll probably take with us
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
birthday party that you're going to talk
And
about.
that's just kind of a touch on the old time, like the history of what people expected when you walked into a dining
Yes.
room. There was a logo
Yes.
plate, whatever it might
Yeah.
be, whatever fine restaurant you were at, they might have a logo of
Right,
their hotel
right,
or whatever the
right.
restaurant's name on there.
And they would get very dressed up.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it was
You
it
dressed
was an
for
event.
dinner.
Absolutely.
You
Yep.
used to dress for an airplane and all this kind
Oh
of
my
That's
goodness,
right.
yes.
That's right. It's fun.
And then the other thing is kind of neat. You guys, it's prop time, so let's get the props out. The security, you guys have some security hats. We have
We
some
have
pictures of the
props.
old security
Get
guards.
ready.
And there's women, and then there's
There's
men.
the men.
with
Yes,
men's hats too.
yes.
There we go.
Yes.
And we made Dorothy wear the.
I wore the
men's
men's. She wore the
She
bigger
grabbed
head.
it.
And there's a couple really cool pictures. One of a gate guard, a female gate guard looks like, and then we have there's that one right there. Back of that's a great archive picture. Then you have the two guys who look like it's Barney Fife, from Mayberry here. And I love the little whirlers on the top of the car. So it was it's really good. And they had marked cars. It looked like they were ready to bust some people in golf carts or something.
The thing that's cool is we have the complete uniforms. We just brought the hats, right? And we will bring these to the anniversary celebration, and you too can wear the hat.
You too can wear the hat. Oh man, you might not make it out of here with that hat.
I know.
Well, luckily we do have one more hiding.
My favorite part is the female agent.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like that's really progressive.
She was the first
for
one,
1964.
Yeah, just to allow such a thing. What's blasphemy?
Isn't that cool? I mean, the whole thing with the badge and
She's legit.
She's legit.
I wonder how
there's
tough
the
she
hat.
was.
I mean,
There's
it's
the
really
hat.
cool.
Now, is there you have the new exhibit opens on September 3rd. Is there going to be kind of a big celebration on that day? Are there cakes, 60th anniversary, streamers?
Not at the History Center. We're just going to welcome people to come in and take a look at everything, and then there will be celebrations elsewhere.
Right, there's going to be celebrations on the 9th, right?
Yeah,
That's going to be the big one. You guys are going to be part of that as well?
Very much so. So the village is sponsoring, and the recreation department we've been working for a long time to put together the event at Clubhouse 2, Monday, September 9th from 5 to 7:30. And we're having a party. It's Cheers to 60. And so there'll be exhibits from organizations such as the History Center, the Laguna Woods Foundation, and some of the other areas. The mutual boards will be there, and they'll be represented. Food will be there for purchase, and we'll have music by the Woods Combo. And so it's a fun event, so you should enjoy, and please come and join us. We will be there, and the hats are available for display and modeling. So if you'd like to see what it looks like to wear one of these hats.
Or we could actually do photos with people wearing the hats. Yeah, there you go.
And we might even get some of the current agents to show up.
We'll show all these pictures at the 75th anniversary.
That's right. That's right. So
You may. I doubt I will.
Memorial Care is also going to be with us. They're celebrating their 50th.
Right.
And so they're a sponsor for us with a lot of the goodies that we have. So we appreciate that. And then in addition, Molten Museum will be there, and the City of Laguna Woods, and El Toro Water District. It's an event.
Now, I learned this just yesterday. We had the folks from Memorial Care in here, and they talked about the fact that Leisure World at the time was key in getting that hospital open.
Yes.
They actually did a lot of the fundraising, and they organized that.
That's right.
Were you surprised to learn that?
No.
No.
We knew this.
It started out as a medical center in Clubhouse 1, and then
and I guess the funny idea to me is like there wasn't a hospital here for this giant community of seniors. So like, of course that seems like a no-brainer, but of course Ross Cortese could only build so much.
Well, and the important thing is I'm a big fan of his, and particularly he's a visionary. And when he opened Clubhouse 1, at that point there was no medical care for anybody. So in some of the offices in Clubhouse 1, he put doctors and nurses.
Wow.
Until there was care across the street, which was then Saddleback. And I talk about that because to me, that's a visionary. That was urgent care. Long before anybody came up with that name, it was urgent care.
Wow.
And he was taking care of us.
Yes.
And he knew we had needs, and he was going to take care of us.
Yeah, it's terrific. Again, he's that visionary in terms of the making all of this happen. It's incredible, homage to him in terms of everything that we're celebrating here with the 60th.
Exactly.
There's also some videos. Can you tell us a little about the videos you guys have that folks will be able to see?
We have lots of videos, some from 1970, 1972, and we'll be using those actually on laptops at the celebration. So we'll have those available for people to look at. And one note back on the medical center, we had a newer resident come in last week and wanted to know if we had anything on his father in the files, because his father was one of the first doctors. So I was able to research the globe, which was the Leisure World globe back in the day. and found an article where he had spoken and was able to send him a picture of his dad. And that was fun. Those are
really
some of the
great.
fun things we get to do.
And what are some of the kind of questions that people come in and there? You guys don't, by the way, you don't have to keep wearing those hats if you don't want to.
Okay, thank you.
What are some of the fun things that you like that? What are
Yeah.
some of the fun things that people kind of come in, they ask questions about, and people can discover over at the History Center?
Well, that type of thing. Plus, we had a veterans oral history program way back several years ago, and they want to know about their loved one, and maybe we'll find the DVD and play it for them. And it's things like that. It's like a treasure hunt going into the archives, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's incredible. So folks, get out there for the exhibit that's closing now. It's going to be closing soon, so make sure you get out there for the whole, the ribbon cutting information, the floor plans, so the building of the village here, of course, Leisure World at the time. And then the current exhibit's going to be talking about from everything from the beginning all the way to the end.
Exactly.
And then, and of course, folks definitely want to get out there for the September 9th celebration that you'll be a part of, and all the folks who helped make the community so great as it is.
And the current exhibit we're taking down is what we're taking us to the party.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see that if you can't get there in the next few days.
Oh, okay, great. It's a little something for everybody. We'll miss a thing, and we'll have the hats, folks. We will have the hats. Dorothy and Gail, thank you so much for thank you so much for joining us. Maybe we can eat off one of the plates too, some of the cake.
Sure.
Don't tempt us.
Bring your own plate.
Bring your own plate.
Oh, come on. All right. Well, thanks, Dorothy and Gail.
welcome.
We appreciate it.
Bye,
You're
guys.
watching This Day. We'll be right back.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. We are a full-service repair center, too, where you can rest assured our on-premises master jeweler will repair any jewelry in our state-of-the-art facility. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
At the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
It's about trust.
Visit us online at jewelryboxestatebuyers.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Before we go, we have a couple announcements. Here's an important one. There's a lost cat that has been found. That's good news. These guys have this cat, found it over the weekend. The chip reads Christine Duncan, but the address is an old one. I think it probably hasn't been updated since they moved here. So you can contact the folks at the Cat Club. They got this beautiful cat in there. There it is right there. If you recognize that cat and your name happens to be Christine Duncan, or you know Christine Duncan, make sure you contact the Cat Club. Lonnie Painter at yahoo.com is the head of the Cat Club, and they are holding the cat, and they want to give it back to its rightful owner. Now we got an announcement from Bree.
All right, folks, we've got an 80s All-Stars concert for you. It's going to be Saturday, August 24th. It's going to be held at the Clubhouse 2 patio from 4 to 6 p.m. The admission is free. So friends, get ready to relive the days of big hair, bright colors, gigantic shoulder pads, and of course, jelly bracelets. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and it'll be a warm one, by the way, this weekend. We got lots of temperatures to tell you about. 90 degrees today, and big hair. It's a good day for big hair, I think. Just cover you up, give you some shade. And then the rest of the week, we're going to have a cooling trend into the weekend. Yes, and we're going to be talking about the weekend because it looks like it's going to be great temperatures. Tomorrow on the program, what do we got, Bree?
Well, we're going to hear from amazing hearing and old pros, so we're looking forward to that.
Sounds like a good one. I'll be here. Bree will be here.
I'll be
Hopefully
here.
you'll be here too. That's going to do it for this edition of Village Television's This Day. For all of us here at Village Television, including Bree and myself, we hope you make this day a great one.